Okay, third grade. This week we are going to be doing um, a Dr. Seuss themed hat because next week on Tuesday we are going to have a Cat in the Hat assembly or a Dr. Seuss assembly where Mrs. Hyder has won a contest and Cat in the Hat is actually going to come to our school for a very short assembly, but everyone in the whole school is going to be wearing their hat that they make this week. So, for third grade, the theme is green eggs and ham. I have these two pieces of paper. Something spilled on them, so just ignore that. I just don't want to waste paper. So this part, these two pieces are for the actual headband. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of tape right in the middle of these two, like this. This is going to be the inside of my headband so you don't see that ugly tape. Some people really don't like that this flap is right there, so they also go ahead and take a piece of tape, roll it so that it's a two-sided tape. You're rolling it with the sticky side out. I'm doing it real skinny because I don't have a lot of room here, and I'm going to put it right on the end, right there, and then I'm going to fold this down, and then that bends very nicely. Okay. For the other part, you actually have to measure your head. So you have to get your head in there. You have to put it around the back and measure and hold it in the right place where yours is measured. So it's gonna be like in a bit like this. Mine is always like right on the edge because I'm an adult. I'm gonna get a piece of tape, measure my head with my piece of tape, and then hold it there, take it off my head, and then put the tape on the inside of the mask because tape is ugly. Also, you have that flap going again, so take a piece of tape, roll it up nice and skinny with the sticky side out, and put it somewhere on the end here so that it can lay flat. Perfect. Okay, so now you have your headband. You have to do your green eggs and ham. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to take this. An example of this is on the board, but for ham, you could either do it this way or you could do it this way. This is the big side of your green paper. This is the little side of your green paper. I wouldn't use up the whole thing. I'm going to do an oval for the part of the ham that is cut. And then this is the bone, so a tiny little oval in the middle, that's the bone. And then for green eggs and ham, the way it's done in the book is it goes down like this a bit. I think it goes down a bit more. And then it goes up like that a bit. And then there's kind of like a butt that goes like that. With Dr. Seuss, he always has lines to show that things are curved. He has little scribbles to show that there's a shadow down there, that the light source is coming from up here and the shadow is down there. He always has little lines showing things are curved again. So I'm going to have that. And so that's my green ham. I'm going to get a scissors and cut that out. Once this is cut out, you just go ahead and do that double-sided tape thing again and stick it on. If you show, I'm cutting it too close to the actual line. For Dr. Seuss, I like to show the black line because that's such a big part of the artwork of all of his books. So I'm going to show that black line a little bit. And I'm going to throw this part out. I'm going to get my little tape, do a double-sided part. This does not have to be skinny at all. In fact, I might do two. Maybe I'll just do one. And I'm going to put that over here. I'm going to get my headband. Now, this is a seam right here. This is a seam right here. I want to do it in between the two seams, but to the side because there's going to be an egg here too. So I'm going to put it right here. That's my green ham. I'm going to set that aside. I have this piece of white paper. I'm going to cut all crazy like a fried egg. There's really no wrong answer to how you cut your fried egg. And as long as you don't leave any straight parts on it. Like, that's pretty straight. I want it to be curved. There's no parts of a fried egg that are straight. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to take my tape, do that little magic rolly thing that makes it double-sided tape, put it on my green felt piece, put it right in the middle of my egg, right there. Get another piece of tape, roll it into a double-sided piece of tape, put it on the back here, and then figure out where I want it on my headband. I think I want it a little slanted because green eggs and ham is a little crazy. The last thing you want to do is take one of those little forks. You're going to go ahead and do that magic with the tape again. You're going to roll this as skinny as you possibly can. Tiny, tiny little skinniness for this double-sided piece of tape. And if a little of it shows, that's okay. I'm going to put it on the back like this. Now, some of the forks are painted black. I like that look. Some of the forks are not painted black. Some other people like that kind of a look. So you can stick it wherever you want to stick it. I'm going to stick it right here. So it's like stuck into the piece of ham. Once you are done, you are going to go on the back, write your name, and 3, whatever. I'm going to pretend I'm in 3H. And then you can wear this. If you finish early, you can wear this and then do free draw. When you walk out the door, you will be wearing this. Your teacher will tell you where she wants to put it in your classroom. Hello, boys and girls. Today you are going to be making your hat for Dr. Seuss. Next week on Tuesday, you're going to have an assembly. Mrs. Hyder won a contest, and the Cat in the Hat is going to come to our school. I want Mrs. Hyder also to dress up as Cat in the Hat because she has a fabulous outfit, but we'll see what happens. For the assembly, the whole school is going to be wearing hats, and your grade is going to be doing Horton Hears a Who. So this is how you do that. You're going to get 2 pieces of gray that are straight like this. You're also going to get a piece that is not straight, that is like this. This is for the trunk. You're going to get 1 big piece of gray, 1 big piece of pink or red for the inside of the ear. So I'm going to put this aside for a second. This is going to be your headband. So you're going to line that up right on the edge. You're going to take some tape and you're going to just tape that down. Some people don't like that little flap that happens on the other side, so if you don't like that look, you can go ahead, take a piece of tape, roll it really long and double-sided, and put it underneath there. Then press down, and then when you curl it around your head, it's a nice curve instead of having that jaggedy edge. For this, you have to actually put it around your head. If I were you, I would take a piece of tape first. I would then measure it around my head, see where I need to tape on here so it fits perfectly, and then you're going to tape on the inside because tape is ugly. So I'm going to tape that right there. That little flap is happening again, so I'm going to go ahead and fix that with my little double-sided tape thing. I'm going to put that right on the edge, maybe on the angle, and then press it down, and then I have a perfectly sized headband. The next thing you want to do is the ears. So I'm going to take this. I am going to fold it in half. If you want to draw ears first, feel free to do that. If you want to go right into cutting, I like to do that. My scissors over here. Okay. So I'm going to go right into cutting. I'm going to cut an elephant ear shape. And really, it's kind of like a butterfly, I think. But you can cut your elephant ears however you want to cut them. Okay, so I have elephant ears. I'm going to cut this in half right here. I'm going to set this aside. Now I'm also going to fold this right here. This is where it's going to attach to my headband. And I'm going to fold this the opposite way so that it can be set up like this. So, I'm going to take my pink piece of paper for the inside of the ear, fold that in half. You just have to make sure that it is not, it's a smaller size than your actual ear. If you want to go ahead and trace your ear and then cut out the inside, you can do that, or you can just guesstimate. I'm just going to guesstimate. Just has to be smaller. I'm going to cut that part right there. So I'm going to set that right next to the fold on there, right next to the fold on there. Okay, so I'm going to use the stapler and do 2 staples. There are enough staplers for every table to get 1 stapler on their table. I'm going to put it right, actually I'm going to put it right on the crease here and staple it. You could also tape it if you want. It is up to you. I'm going to put 2 staples in there. I'm going to go over to the crease on this side and put 2 staples in there. Okay, so now I have my ears. All I need now is my trunk. So the trunk needs to be curled in some way. You can roll it up to curl it. That's one way, but that tends to put creases in the trunk, which is fine because trunks kind of have creases anyway. How I like to do it, however, is let's pretend this is the table. I'm going to hold this really tightly up here. I'm going to hold this really tightly up here, and I'm going to go under the table and rub it really tightly on the edge of the table as I'm holding this tightly. So this is what it looks like for a real table. So I'm going like this a couple of times. I'm holding it really tightly on both sides. I'm pulling it under the table and then it curls like that. So I want it to curl both ways, so I'm just going to take it a little, like halfway down, and I'm going to roll that the opposite direction like that. So I have a nice S curve like this. I can attach that here like that. I can attach that here like that. I kind of like it flopping around in front of my face like that, so I'm going to attach that right there. Make sure it's in the middle of your mask. Of your hat, rather. Okay, then I am all done. So, on the back, I am going to put my name, and your class. So, for whatever, I'm going to put 4Z, because there is no 4Z. I am 4Z. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to wear this hat. You're going to wear it during free draw if you get time for a free draw. You're going to wear it when your teacher comes to pick you up, and then when you go back to your room, she will tell you where you're going to keep it in your room. You need this hat for the assembly because every student in the whole school is going to have their hat on celebrating Dr. Seuss. So I hope you have fun. I hope you get time for free draw at the end. I hope you have a ball wearing these in the class. Okay, see you guys later.